Hello everybody, I am jubilant to welcome you all to our enrichment session. Today I have an etymology lesson for you. Let's mute any disruptions that come in your way and learn some root words. Number 1, greg. The root word greg means flock or group. Gregarious. The word gregarious is used for the people who like to stay in groups. This is used for the people who are quite extroverted or amiable. Egregious. The word egregious is used for the people who go against some groups. It has A and Greg. Greg means group and A comes from ex, which means against. Thus, egregious means when someone goes against some groups. Segregate, which means to separate. This is because se means apart, greg means group. So, when you separate or break the group apart, that means you are segregating. Aggregate, which means the sum total. The word ag means to or towards and greg means group. So, aggregate means moving towards the group. Congregate. Any word that starts with con, com, call means together and greg means flock or group. Thus, when people come together for certain tasks, we call it as congregate. This word is usually used for the religious meetings. Number 2, graphy. The root word graphy means writing or to write. Any word that ends in graphy has something to do with writing. Chirography. This has two root words, chiro and graphy. We know that graphy means writing and chiro means hand. Thus, chirography means writing by hand. Calligraphy. Here again we have two root words, calli and graphy. Graphy means writing and calli means beauty. Thus, calligraphy means beautiful writing. Cacography. We know that graphy means writing and caco means verse. Thus, cacography means bad writing. Again, cacophony. The word caco means verse and phony relates to sound. Thus, cacophony means bad sound or noise. Photography. Here we have two root words, photo and graphy. Graphy means writing and the word photo comes from photons, which means light. So, photography means writing of light. Cardiograph. The word cardio means heart. Thus, cardiograph means writing of heart. Telegraphy. This has two root words, tele and graphy. We know that graphy means writing and the root word tele means distance. So, telegraphy means writing at a distance. This uses the Morse code. The Morse code is a specific type of code that uses dots and dashes to send messages at some distance. Okay, now look at these words. Telephone. We know that the root word tele means distance and phone means sound. And when we send sound at some distance, we call it as telephone. Telemetry. We know that tele means distance and metry relates to measurement. Thus, telemetry means a measurement at a distance. Television. This is a vision of something which is recorded at a distance. Phonography. We know that graphy means writing and phono relates to sound, which means phonography is writing by sound. Biography. We know that graphy means writing and bio means life. Thus, biography is writing of life. Writing about someone's life is biography. When someone writes about his own life, then we call it as autobiography. The word auto means self. Number 3, pathy. The root word pathy means feeling or disorder or disease. Pathology. We know that ology means study and pathy means feeling or disorder or disease. Thus, pathology means a study of disease. Sympathy. Here we have two root words, sim and pathy. Pathy means a feeling and sim means same or together. Thus, sympathy means similar feeling. Empathy. Understanding the feeling of other is a higher degree of sympathy, wherein you basically feel and understand what is the pain of the person with whom you are empathizing. Apathy, which means no feeling. If you do not have any sort of feeling for any person, this means you are apathetic. Antipathy. Here we have two root words, anti and pathy. We know that anti means against and pathy means feeling. Thus, antipathy means feeling against. Pathetic, feeling sad on someone's condition. Number 4, sim, sin, sil. The root word sim, sin, sil means same or together. Any word that starts with sim, sin, sil certainly has something related to similarity. Symmetrical. Here we have two root words, sim, which means same, and metry, which means measurements. Thus, symmetrical means same length. If two things are symmetrical, then this means they are similar in measurement. Asymmetrical, which means different length. Symphony. Here again we have two root words, sim, which means same, and phony relates to sound. Thus, symphony means same musical notes. Synchronous. The root word chronos means time. Thus, synchronous means same time. Syllabus. We know that root word sil means same or together and labus means labels, which means words. Thus, syllables means similar words or similar labels. Syllogism. Here, the root word logism means logic. Thus, syllogism is similar logic. Number 5, cracy. The root word cracy means to rule or government. Democracy. We have two root words here, demo and cracy. Cracy means to rule or government and demo means people. Thus, democracy means the rule of the people. The basic definition of democracy says of the people, by the people and for the people. Thus, democracy means the rule of the people. Autocracy. Here we have two root words, auto and cracy. Cracy means to rule or government and auto means self. Thus, autocracy means self-rule. An autocratic person doesn't follow whatever others say. He'll do whatever he feels to do so. If a person has a self-rule, he is autocratic. Theocracy. Here we have two root words, theo and cracy. We know that cracy means to rule and Theo means God. Thus, theocracy means rule of God. For example, if a person believes in God, we call him as theist. And a person who doesn't believe in God, we call him as atheist. There are some people who believe in many gods. They are polytheist. And there are some people who believe in single God. They are monotheist. The study of God is theology. Number 6, ped, pod. The root word ped, pod means foot. Pedal, a lever activated by one's foot. Pedestrian, the platform on which a person walks on foot. Pedometer, a device used to record motion. Podiatry, we know that iatry means medical healing. Thus, podiatry means a treatment for foot care. Podium, a place to stand and address. It is a place where you stand and give speeches. I anticipate that you found this video fruitful. Be like a tree, stay grounded, connect with your roots and keep growing. Reap your fruit from the root.